Hello, CK.
Baske?
Why is it that the Japanese manufacturers have not gotten to the hottest and happening segment in India? The mid-size ADV or mid-size ADV tourer or mid-size ADV multi-purpose or mid-size ADV whatever, that adventure segment.
And at a price tag of 4 lakh rupees ex showroom.
Yeah, why? Why? They have products,
They have products. I think they were being a bit complacent,
conservative,
conservative.
focusing on other products, other markets. They have their own reasons, I'm sure, because the Japanese are scrupulously meticulous. They don't just jump and change and switch like the Europeans and North Americans can do. But finally, there seems to be some hope, CK.
Versys 300
Versys 300X. Although this is not completely new, it had come in a previous avatar and it was overpriced, just like the NX 500.
Yes.
Overpriced for Indian market. I am not calling the product overpriced. It's just that in the context where we are in this country and the competition, it has been overpriced. So that is the reason why success has not been forthcoming in terms of sales. We came to know of this only day before yesterday. This is the rebirth of the Versys 300X in India. CBU from Thailand, except the tires, which are MRF. Apart from that, the entire motorcycle is made in Thailand. This is one of the most beautiful looking motorcycles in this segment. By far,
Lines are very proportionate. You stand here, you're able to clearly observe how the motorcycle lines flow. Very functional speedometer console.
Typical Japanese, very basic, no TFT. Don't waste money on TFT. Rather put the money into something else like the fit and finish. This is by far in this segment of around that 4 lakh category where we have 3, 4, 5 other competent motorcycles, but none of them come close to the quality of the plastics, the fit, finish, the paint. I mean,
Look at the depth in the paint, Baske.
This color is something phenomenal, and I'm told this color is not going to be regularly available.
It's a limited edition from what I told. What I was told.
Unfortunate, it is limited edition. See the welds,
Yeah.
the powder coating, this plate, see the finish on this plate. Every fastener, this is at a different level, purposeful, functional.
Yes, it
May
was.
not look so great, looks a bit like a
Yeah.
table mat.
Yes. It looks like someone's cut a square piece of glass and cut in.
It works.
It works, Baske. It works.
The mirrors work, the controls work, the switches, such tactile feel. Just look at this.
Yeah. True. True.
Look-wise, finish-wise, top notch. No questions. I can't find anything wrong anywhere on this motorcycle. I need a little more time to find something. I will find something eventually. Or I'll probably create one and complain about it.
The seat.
Oh. This step is phenomenally useful for someone who rides two-up. I sat at the back, CK was in the front, and I could view over his helmet straight. I didn't have to peek on either side.
And it helped me maintain stability better.
Yeah, you don't have a heavy head
Yeah.
rolling around at the back trying to peek over what's going on. Looking over the rider is the best posture, and this seat does it very well. This probably is one of the most comfortable seats as a pillion. So again, purposeful design, two-up comfort. Yeah, see the different material. There is a purpose for this also. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure there is. The Japanese don't do things like this without a purpose.
Possibly the rider shouldn't slip off.
Yeah, it's probably to stop the excessive sliding, to give stability when holding on to the motorcycle.
Yeah. And even the stand and ride was very
Yeah,
easy.
the posture was quite good.
Yeah. Ergonomic wise, everything fell in place. I didn't need to search for anything.
It doesn't have any of those gizmos, gadgets, electronics, and all those toys, the TFT screens. Just a motorcycle with what is needed to use and enjoy the motorcycle safely is available. I've never been a fan of TFT screens.
I
It's
know.
a very basic analog LCD and a few warning lights, because I'm not going to watch a movie on my motorcycle.
It reminded me of my V-Storm.
Yeah, same.
Very
Of my
similar.
V-Strom. And
Yes.
my KTM, the 390 Adventure, the TFT screen doesn't matter to me anymore.
So you switched to the basics overview.
Initially, I was so fascinated by it, looking at all the colors like a kid, switching. Now I don't care. Take it away. Doesn't matter. So that basic requirement is there in this motorcycle. Ride and handling. What did you think of the suspension?
Yeah, suspension. Okay, the handling part was spot on. Yeah, I could take U-turns at low speeds, possibly 2 or 3 kilometers per hour, without putting my foot down.
Weight balance.
The weight balance is amazing.
Or rather, the lack of weight.
179 kilos, Busky.
Yeah, but doesn't feel 179.
It doesn't show. I asked TMK when he took for a spin, I asked him to take a guess estimate. He said the motorcycle is 160 kilos. I said like no.
And that too, that's coming from a person who's riding the lightweight KTM 390 Adventure.
Exactly.
Okay, 180, 182, 181.
Yes, 184?
Yeah.
184.
This feels lighter, far lighter than that. So that's the first thing I noticed. It's like, am I on a scooter?
and even the controls, man, the clutch or stuff like.
I don't know what they have done. They must have disconnected the clutch, CK.
They're fooling us.
Yeah, it must be having an automatic clutch. This is just a placebo. I'm operating the clutch. The weight balance is so good. At low speeds, there's a certain amount of resistance on the front. I'm not talking of resistance. There's a certain amount of force I need to put.
That's the laws of physics, man.
To make the vehicle move. Even at higher speeds, it's still the same. It doesn't drastically change the balance from crawling speed to high speed. The weight balance between the front and the rear wheel, thing really I have not experienced in a motorcycle of this type. Yes, suspension is and the engine to an extent is street.
I think it's more street bias.
This is an adventure tourer. Let's not get into off-road. Too much is made of off-road these days. This is an adventure tourer, so we are not going to be speaking about off-roading. Yes, we will speak about how it felt on bad roads, but nothing to do about off-roading.
I think the front 19-inch was still capable enough.
Yes.
Okay. When we took like these roads that we used in the morning, it was still able to hold itself. But the only thing is, like, I managed to bottom out the suspension twice.
Yeah, you did something we shouldn't be doing on a motorcycle like this. You tried to take off over a road hump. And then when you landed, yeah, of course, it's going to bottom out.
Yeah.
Okay, coming to the engine.
Engine pretty smooth.
Smooth, it's a parallel twin. It's buttery smooth.
Yeah.
There is no mechanical clatter, no combustion clatter, beautiful purr of the exhaust only.
Yes, you turn on the motorcycle, only this makes the noise.
Yeah.
That is quiet.
We are not used to that, you see. We are used to a lot of clatter from here. True. So this is a revelation for us, Is it really running? Is it an electric motor?
Yeah.
And the speaker there making exhaust notes.
I think one EV bike should be having something like that.
Yeah, I know. They should put a speaker to EV bike. That's how smooth the engine is. It's a Ninja 300 has got the same engine, right?
Yeah, it's the same engine. Yeah.
So the Ninja 300 engine is made in India. Some parts of it are imported. This engine is completely made in Thailand. So that's the difference we are told. We learned that yesterday when we were picking up this motorcycle. 6-speed gearbox.
Yes.
A very linear power torque curve. There is nowhere we could feel a rush of power, and nor anywhere there was a really insipid response. It's kind of very flat.
Yes.
All the way from 4,000 RPM to 11,500 red line.
Yes.
You hit the red line in 6th gear. What was the speed indicated on the dash?
It was 158.
So 158, 6th gear, rev limiter.
Yes.
They have changed the final drive ratios on this compared to the Ninja because the same engine, the Ninja 300. So it seems to have a bigger sprocket on the rear.
Yeah, that was what the showroom guys also told.
So to make this type of motorcycle more rideable, they would have probably given it that kind of.
Because it reminded me of the motocross sprockets.
Yeah, it's pretty huge sprocket on the rear. Very linear. I was riding at 4,000 RPM, 6th gear at 55 kilometers more or so. Just roll it open. It picks up nicely and smoothly and revs all the way up to 10. And I didn't push it like he did to 11,500. And the power delivery is very linear. I was riding at around 55 kilometers per hour at 4,000 RPM in 6th gear. Rolled it open. It went all the way to 130 or 140. In one gear, it's because of the RPM range, it's got a huge usability range. No peaks of torque or a drop in torque. I think the torque curve is something like this.
Flat torque curve.
Flat torque curve. This is the definition of that.
I experienced the same. I managed to, the engine did not lug. It was around 2000 RPM. The speeds in the top gear was like 24, 25. I was going uphill up the flyover. It pulled through.
Yeah.
There was no miss.
No protest.
No protest, yes.
Suspension, braking, all pretty decent.
Yes.
Travel is not much, but adequate for touring and highways. And intermittently, we come across some bad roads. It's good enough, right?
Yeah, mild
Yeah.
roads like this. It is good enough.
So it's not like somewhere this cannot get past on a highway. Come across some construction work, some slush, some jelly, gravel. Should be able to easily go through.
I think the Indians' obsession about off-roading, or the definition is, or the benchmark would be, can it do Leh Ladakh?
I would say it is not the Indians' obsession. It is that mid-size segment, the upcoming mid-size segment, and the people wanting to get into it. Everybody wants to talk about off-road. Can it do Leh Ladakh? When a Honda Activa and a TVS Scooty can do Leh Ladakh,
yeah,
this can do. So I think we don't need to worry about that question.
This can do without breaking a sweat.
So this can do it. What do you think could be the competition?
I think it's got two motorcycles in its view. And one's the KTM ADV series and the Royal Enfield Himalayan.
So if someone is looking for an ADV tourer, a comfortable tourer with Japanese reliability and durability, I think there is nowhere else to look. So because we hear a lot about KTM, especially from the fans of Japanese motorcycles and scooters, complain about the quality of KTM, complain about the quality of Royal Enfield. Well, here is your solution.
Yeah,
go get it. Stop complaining.
Plus, it comes with the halogen bulb.
Oh yeah. Most important. Thank God for halogen on this motorcycle. LEDs are overdone, undercooked, and just don't light up. It is good to see, but the rider cannot see. See,
to be seen or to be seen.
Typical Japanese. If they are going to stick in an LED, they'll make sure it works properly. Otherwise, let's stick to what we know works. That's the reason why it's got halogen. So LEDs being a deal breaker, EFT being a deal breaker, electronics being a deal breaker.
Tube tire.
Okay, I have some empathy for, this is a tube type. Not having a tubeless being a deal breaker, yes, I can understand that to an extent, but only to an extent. Simply because until 2 years ago, both of us have been riding only tube type motorcycles. Even my Tiger 800, which I had for 5 years, was a tube type. My Harley Davidson was a tube type. So that's our background. So I understand if the background of some of you is different, that tubeless is necessary. That's okay. So apart from that, this makes a lot of sense for the tourer.
Yeah.
A 2-up tourer. Pillion comfort is going to be sorted. Reliability is sorted. Durability, quality is sorted.
This will outlive the owner.
Yep.
If done properly.
Hand it to the next generation.
Yes. Part of the family legacy.
If anybody is in the mid-size segment, looking for a motorcycle, primarily for touring, I think one doesn't need to look too far. Take a test ride. Back to back with the nearest competing motorcycles, the 390 Adventure, Himalayan 450 and this. And then the difference will be clear between egg biryani, chicken biryani and curd rice. Take a test ride to know more, guys. Let me speak for myself. I am impressed, really impressed with the refinement, the quality, everything about this is so fine and so smooth. The clutch is like there is no clutch. The throttle, the brakes, and this is the best part about it. Like, it hardly takes any effort. We are trying to park it here for the shoot, moving it around. This is the least effort was required to actually maneuver it around. You didn't need to start it, put it in gear and do all kinds of stunts. Weight management is phenomenal. top 3 things you like about this motorcycle in conclusion, CK.
Top 3 things. Wow. The premiumness of the product in its segment.
The finish, finish by far, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Nothing comes close.
Nothing comes
close.
remotely close. Yeah, that's the first thing. Second is the engine. My love for twins.
Oh, I know you're a
Beautiful.
lover. Yeah. You love parallel twins.
Yes. And the third thing is the crisp handling.
Now that I asked you that question, let me answer the question also myself.
Yes, please. I was to ask you that.
What I
Let
like
me be a
about
bit-
this is how it looks. It's one of the most eye-pleasing motorcycles in this segment. Everything is proportionate, right from the windscreen to the tail lamp, purposeful, visible, and they work.
Yes, they're functional. Yeah.
Second thing I like is the finish. You mentioned it also. The paint finish, the plastic, the quality, the edges. Nowhere I'm going to get any
You will not get a cut or a
clothing snagged and pull a thread. That happens very often when we try to go clean something somewhere and we go rip, we get one thread off.
True.
That's not going to happen on this motorcycle. The fit finish is top notch. I can put my hand in here to clean or do something, fiddle, whatever it is, and it comes out without any scratch damage or bleed. Third is the engine refinement. It is so smooth. Hardly any mechanical noises, beautiful purr of the exhaust. And this thing stayed consistent. Cold engine, warm engine, hot engine.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. It still retained it, which is not the same with many other motorcycles. They change according to engine temperature and the climate. So these are the three things that stood out. If you are in the mid-size segment, I repeat again, at least take a test ride. Because you will be better informed to make your choice.
Getting onto the motorcycle itself is a sweet spot.
Yeah. Try it to believe. Vanilla ice cream with fresh fruits, a little bit of nuts, and a touch of chocolate sauce. Enjoy your rides.